Hi Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading for August 27th through September 2nd. Had to think about it for a second there. We're going to jump right in. I'm still doing a giveaway this week. For those of you who are interested in what I'm giving away, hang out for the end of the video. We're going to jump right in for those people who are more curious, who are just here for the reading. And then the rest of my people can hang out with me after for a minute or two. Alright, so Gemini. Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday. Oops, well, I think that's your Wednesday, Thursday because it came flying out. And I actually think I have the deck in reverse now. I don't read reversals, so if I get a reversed card, I flip it around. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then your love card for the week, Gemini. Gemini, everything just kind of flew out for you guys. So I think a lot of you, whatever blocks you have, they're pretty much clear. You're like steaming ahead here. Oh, and here's confirmation. Your Monday, Tuesday is the Magician. The Magician is a major arcana, so it's a pretty big time in your life for a lot of you, okay? And this is a general reading. It's not going to be 100% for everybody. But Magician comes in two ways. Magician comes in when you're at rock bottom, and Magician comes in when you're about to soar to the top. Because both of these times in our life are a time before great success. And the Magician comes in to help us make the most with what we have. So you might have some big ideas or you might have some big plans, but you may not have a whole lot of resources to get you there. The Magician makes that magic happen with what you do have. Very much a card of alchemy, taking the negative, turning it into the positive, taking what you have and making it multiply, making it really go the extra mile for you. So it's definitely a time of miracles. It's a time of when you may start meeting people that are just exactly who and what you've been looking for. Especially for those of you who've been looking for like soul family, or those of you who've been looking for people to collaborate with, like you've had some ideas about projects or businesses or even labors of love that you've been wanting to do and you just haven't found the right people to come in and make that happen. The Magician is bringing you all of that. So it's definitely a time of positive change. It's definitely a time of things coming together. And lots of magical little happy coincidences. So here's your Wednesday, Thursday. This is the one that came like flying out. And this is 10 of air. 10 of air in traditional tarot would be 10 of swords. And if you've seen that card, it's a very scary looking card. But I really like the way that they're expressing the message in this card. On a very, very low end, if you're one of the Geminis right now who are really struggling and you feel like you can't catch a break and you feel like you've had bad luck for a while now, you might be feeling this coming in as like a betrayal, like somebody really stabbed you in the back or somebody let you down and you're like, I am done. That is the last time. I've had it with this relationship. I've had it with this job. I've had it with this friend. I've had it with this family member. Like, you are done and you're not going to tolerate it anymore. You are so over it. If you're on like a more higher end of the spectrum, then you may be experiencing this energy where, like, again, you're done, but you're very optimistic and you're happy and you're excited. You're like feeling this here, like the magic's about to happen. And you're putting an end to a lot of old ties. Some of you may be ending some projects or ending things that have connected you with people from the past. So you might kind of be going through Facebook and deleting or unfriending people. You might be going through things that you were doing in the past or projects that you were working on and ending them or pulling yourself out of them or asking someone to leave a project. It could be coming in a lot of different ways. And depending on where you are right now in your energy, it could feel really exciting. Or it could feel like, hurt. You could be feeling a lot of hurt. Those of you who have already processed it and you realize and you understand that other people's reactions and other people's behaviors have nothing to do with us, and it's just kind of who they are as a person, you may not be feeling that level of hurt and betrayal. But again, this is going to come in different ways for different ones of us, and once again, it is a general reading. So it's not going to apply to every single Gemini. So be sure to check out your moon sign and your rising sign in the other videos. Those may resonate with you more. Also, check out the Pick a Card reading, which will be up in a couple of days. So subscribe and hit notification if you haven't already, and you'll get a notice when that video is up. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is Justice. Now, this is really interesting, guys, because we talked about here, like, putting an end to things, putting an end to patterns. And here you have Justice. And Justice can very well be about, like, boundaries. A lot of the times it does come up when there's some kind of court case situation. So it can be something like a lawsuit. It can be something like going after money somebody owes you. It can definitely be things of that nature as well. But typically it has more to do with fairness and with, you know, setting things straight. It could also be the truth in some ways. It could be balance. It could be maybe in a relationship or in a partnership. You might feel like things haven't been fair, and so you're standing up and you're setting that fairness. Or you may have recently started something very new and it's starting to go sideways. Like it's not what you were promised, so you might be setting that straight. Again, guys, this is a very, very general reading, so it's not going to be 100% for every single one of us. Or it might just, certain elements of it might be true. So I don't want you to freak out or panic, you know, if it sounds like, you know. And even then, even if you're in the situation, I feel like whatever's coming in and changing, it's definitely improving your life. It's definitely making things better. You have 2 major arcana cards here, guys. 2 major arcana cards. That means you guys are going through some really big shift right now. And major arcana comes up, crossroads, life lesson, life purpose. So in some ways, these are like, I don't want to say destiny because we do have free will, but these are kind of the forks in the road that have kind of been decided for us in a way. And they're happening to make things better or to bring a deeper sense of joy and fulfillment into our life. So do not fear those changes. Here is your love card. And as I grab the love card, I have another great announcement, guys. I have decided that once a month, I am going to do a love reading for each zodiac sign. So you will have a full video just on love. I know we kind of touch on it in the weekly videos. Another sign got this card for love too. We're going to talk about this in a second. I'm going to do the videos once a month. So in a couple of days, I'll post Gemini love reading for September. I can't do it every week, guys, because that would be way too many videos. And I wish I could just do nothing but videos all day, but I can't. So subscribe and hit notification if you haven't already, and you'll get a notice when your love reading is up for September. But here is your love card for September. You have the Hierophant. The Hierophant, and it's very funny because the Virgo also got this card. Not only did they get this card, they got it in the love spot. And I shuffled. You saw me shuffle. So it would be very funny to me if some of you Gemini are with a Virgo or with somebody that has Virgo in their chart, because Virgo happened to get this for love. I feel like I'm like disclosing secret information, but it's okay. It's a general reading. But anyway. So Hierophant, when this comes up, in traditional tarot, Hierophant is always kind of shown as like a religious leader. So you would see them like almost like very papal, very pope-like, with the scepter and the cross and the, I don't know what you call the hat. I'm sorry, I wasn't raised Catholic. I don't know the terms, but very, very religious looking card. And that's because this card represents order. It represents tradition. It represents like very by the book, very, very ethical, very, very disciplined energy. So for some of you that maybe you're in a relationship with somebody and it's been struggling or it's been missing something for a while, or you're just wanting to give it the next step, this is a relationship that may benefit with some traditional aspect or some traditional flair or flavor. You know, it could be really old school, like, you know, masculinity coming in and, like, you know, being the protector and provider and killer of spiders and taker outer of the trash and I don't know what, like those old, like, you know, concepts, and where maybe like the feminine energy is more like, you know, cooking meals or doing things around the house, or, you know, bringing in that nurturing energy. Now, I want to say it doesn't have to be black and white where that's all you're doing. And I don't want to say that you shouldn't expect for your partner to help you with those things, especially, you know, if you know, we're living in this day, most households have you know, 2 or 3 or 4 people working to contribute to the bills. So it's not like the old days, you know, where you have some husband who's out working and there's a wife and she's staying home and she's being cared for, and so she has time to cook and clean and do all of those things. I'm not saying that it has to be the extremes in that old 1950s way, right? But maybe just a little bit of that for some of you is going to help the relationship. Just a little sprinkling of it where you can get it in if you can get it in. For other ones of you, it's going to be more about principles and values. And you might be revisiting and looking at your relationship if your partner has those principles and values. And maybe you're realizing that you want those old school principles and values and honesty and tradition. For those of you who are single, you may be stepping away from the clubs and the bars and the online dating, and you may begin getting involved in community work where people are stepping up and helping those who are less fortunate. You may be getting involved in some level of civil service or volunteering, or you may like full on be like, you know, looking at churches or going to churches, but you might be stepping more into an energy of community, of assistance, of some level of spiritual belief, and you may be finding better partners for yourself there, okay? But definitely, I feel the overall message of this card is, for those of you who are a little bit more of the wild child, you're not necessarily losing that wild child, but you are coming back down to earth for a little bit, and you are getting grounded, and you are becoming a little bit more, disciplined, I guess I want to say, to like improve the love life and to help the love life. For some of you, it could be that you're coming across a partner. You might be used to being very free-spirited, but you're coming across a partner who's kind of in some way putting you in check, not in an abusive, not in a mean way, but it may definitely be like, wow, like I usually just kind of do whatever the heck I feel like doing, but, you know, I'm taking this person's feelings into consideration, and they're very, very clear about like what they're comfortable with and what they're not comfortable with, and they may be a little bit more conservative than what you are used to. But typically with this card, it would tell us this is somebody that has, you know, your best interest at heart. Like they mean well for you. They're not trying to be a jerk. So I will do a love reading for September for Gemini, and hopefully we'll have more clarity on what this is about, and also maybe some other kind of layers for different Geminis who maybe this doesn't resonate with at all. But be sure to subscribe and hit notifications so that you get the notice when it's up there. Full moon is actually also happening on the 25th, which will probably be the day that I'm posting this. And for the next 3 days, from the 25th to the 28th, it's a real good time to release any blocks that you might have around love or career, like to let it go, to do like a meditation and a cleanse. I have a free do-it-yourself full moon bath and full moon salt scrub tutorial for those of you who want to do that. And I have a full moon meditation for releasing blocks and manifesting on my Patreon. So anybody that donates $2 or more will access that meditation on the Patreon, and also get a chance once a week to get a little reading from me, live video reading on Patreon. I'll jump on, people ask questions, I pull cards, and there's going to be bonus video there too. So if you can contribute to that, that would be awesome, and you do benefit. This is the giveaway for the week. You don't have to be a Patreon member to enter to win this. Anybody can enter to win this. It's a beautiful Egyptian ankh. I did not make this. I did not fashion this myself. It is something that I purchased. I was told that it's silver plated, so I'm going with that. As far as I know, it's silver plated. So Amethyst Angelite, Facebook and Instagram. On Monday afternoon, when you see the picture of this that I post, you're going to like, comment, or share to enter to win this little guy here. So if you're interested in winning this, good luck to you. Also on Amethyst Angelite, Facebook and Instagram, I do a free card every day. I do a pick a card every day. So that's kind of a fun place to, you know, get your little reading fixes between videos. But Gemini, thank you so much, guys. You hang in there. I'll see you guys on the page, those of you who are entering to win this. And those of you who can hop onto Patreon and help out, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough for those of you who already have. Reach out to me if you would like a private reading. And till next week, guys, I'll see you then.